All right, we're back for another one. And look, every time I do a Dior Homme fragrance review or a video of it, it really does well. So why not do another one, I thought. But I don't think this one's going to do well because it's about Dior Homme Cologne, but not the cologne that you're thinking about. And I haven't seen too many videos about this. So I'm going to go through a few of the Dior Hommes, actually the Dior Hommes that I consider actually part of the lineup and not the, and I'll also tell you why I don't consider some of the other ones part of the Dior Homme lineup. So to me, the Dior Homme lineup is all about that iris, that treatment of the iris itself. Now, I don't think that it's genuine orris butter that they're using in here, but it's a synthetic representation of iris. And I think they do a very unique job of representing that. No one does it in the way that Dior does it. Other fragrances might do something similar, like Givenchy, like Givenchy's Gentleman Parfum or like Eau de Parfum, whatever. That line, they might think that they're doing the same kind of iris, but they're not. Prada might think they're doing the same thing with their L'Homme lineup, but they're not. No one really does it like the Dior Homme line does it. And it all started with the original Dior Homme from 2005. Now this one right here, I'll show you what it looks like. I like the bottles as well. They were designed by some Japanese dude. I do not know the name. And that is the bottle itself with the silver stem. And this is a 2005 bottle in fantastic condition. Unbelievable that it's kept its shape for all that time in such a light and sort of airy scent. This is probably the scent of every metrosexual in the world. And I think it was released in 2005 when everybody was a metrosexual. It was cool to be one of those. And I'm wearing I don't know what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing something that maybe a metrosexual would have worn in 2005. This is not from 2005. And I'm not a metrosexual. I don't even know what that means. It's just like a term that was created to get us to buy stuff. Most likely. So that came out in 2005. It got reformulated to this. Subtle differences on the box itself. And I'm not going to make you rewind the video and watch it again. I'll put two of them together so you can see the subtle differences in the box. In the boxes, I should say. There. See where the eau de toilette is placed? That's how you know. And of course, the most obvious sign is that the stem in the bottle actually went from silver to black. And that represented the first major reformulation. I like both of them. I do. This is probably more wearable. The other one, the original, is a little bit more unforgiving in if you are a little bit apprehensive that this is a girly scent or it's a woman's scent, then that one's going to be, the original is going to be more womanish. Then, of course, in 2007, they released the Dior Homme Intense Flanker. And well, I guess this is not what the original box looks like. This is the reformulated version of the Dior Homme Intense Flanker. And this bottle is from 2018, so it's probably on reformulation number 3. And this was a deeper version, like a deeper, maybe more chocolatey, little bit sweeter version of the Dior Homme. And probably the last one that I added to my Dior Homme lineup. Still, I consider it part of the Dior Homme lineup. It still has the elements that I consider to be Dior Homme, which is that iris. And then there was this Dior Homme Parfum, the ultimate incarnation of darkness. So you went from light to mid to dark, like really, really freaking dark. Like this is strong. It's really strong. I mean, it's Parfum concentration, and this is the older 75 ml bottle. They now come in 100 ml bottles. Everyone I've spoken to says they smell exactly the same, and it's true because the formula numbers on the back of the box that Dior puts on their boxes, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. The formula number, as you can see on the bottom, zoom close up, good. Enhance, good. Bottom right hand corner, there's like a little formula number there. That number is the same on both the 75 ml and the 100 ml bottles. That means it's exactly the same formula. So that means that it's in your imagination if you are smelling differences, or that one is old and has had time to mature and develop and macerate in a bottle, and the other one that you're comparing it to is a freshly opened brand new batch. Ooh, darkness. That's great. From darkness, then we can go to light, and we can go to Dior Homme Cologne. Now, I do not consider Dior Homme Cologne in this iteration and any other iteration like this to be part of the Dior Homme lineup. Why? Because it smells nothing like the original Dior Homme. It has no iris. It's a cologne. It's like a fresh, icy 7-Up or a Sprite or something like that. That's what it smells like. It doesn't smell like Dior Homme. Neither does like Dior Homme 2020, which is a good scent. I must admit it's a good scent. It's a good scent. It shouldn't have been called Dior Homme. It would have probably sold better if it wasn't called Dior Homme. Maybe it wouldn't have created as much controversy. But anyway, I don't think it did. I don't think it created any kind of controversy other than the small niche sort of frag head community circles that we fraternize in. And as you can see, there is an omission of Dior Homme Eau, because that's not like Dior Homme at all. And I don't consider that part of the Dior Homme lineup, and that's why I don't have it. I've smelt it many times, and I was like, I don't really like it, and I don't think it fits, so I'm not going to have it. The other one that I don't have is Dior Homme Sport, or any of the sport variations, because metrosexuals don't do sport. And the other part is, again, it doesn't smell anything like Dior Homme. The only reason I have that Dior Homme Cologne is, I got it in a trade and I thought, might as well. And I've used it up a fair bit in the summertime. I think I really enjoy when I wear it. It gives me a cooling feeling in the summertime, and that's pretty cool. And I don't care the fact that it's called Dior Homme. I still don't consider it part of the Dior Homme lineup. But one thing that I do, and I realize that we're quite a way into the video and I still haven't actually pulled out the fragrance that I want to talk about in this video, and that is this. This is Dior Homme Cologne. What? This is the original Dior Homme Cologne. So in 2007, there was a Dior Homme Cologne that was released, perfumed by none other than Francis Kurkdjian. And it looks like this. Again, with the silver stem. It's a little bit longer compared to the more squatty 100 ml bottle, because this is a 125 ml bottle and almost full. Again, amazing in how it's kept its structure so very well. And what does it smell like, you ask? And why do you consider it part of the Dior Homme lineup? It's because it still retains the iris. You smell it and you think, hey, is that Dior Homme, but with more citrus and more florals to give it like a little bit of a lift and a kick? That's amazing. And that's exactly what this is. This would be amazing, as a matter of fact. Actually, in terms of scent, this thing is probably better than all of them. It's better than all of them. However, and there's a big however, because it's a cologne, it has really poor longevity. Not that Dior Homme itself was a beast. The only thing that's a beast in this lineup is Dior Homme Parfum. That thing just doesn't go away. But Dior Homme itself, the original and the reformulation, they're not beasts. They're not there to be, 12 hours on the skin, maybe 6 hours max, or maybe 8 hours if you overspray on, you spray on clothes and you bury your nose in or something like that. But this, much worse, much worse. And that's why I wouldn't sort of go running after it like crazy, paying crazy unicorn prices or anything like that. It's nice, it smells great, and it's forgotten about. It's the one that no one talks about. And it's the only Dior Homme Cologne that I would consider part of the Dior Homme lineup. Back when they did flankers, that actually smelled like flankers. Ain't that something? Too good. Love it. In any case, that was that. Hope you learned something new. Hope you found that there is such a thing as Dior Homme Cologne, the original, and that it smells very, very similar to Dior Homme 2005. And as always, thanks for watching.